Hello, everyone, and welcome. Looks like we're gonna get into a little TVP, Terran versus Protoss. Oh, I gotta turn on the desktop audio so y'all can hear that. Yeah. See how this goes. First match always seems to be a tad rough, if you know what I mean. And as always, if I don't see them GLHF, I just assume that they're going to cheese me horribly as it goes. Hey, there he goes. You too. Doesn't mean he's not going to cheese me, but, you know, at least, I don't know, something. At least something happened there. Okay. I'll be quiet now. Okay. Yeah, they are on here to listen to me, as my wife pointed out. I'm not actually going to be quiet. Exactly, just shutting up about that. I'm going to send a probe over to the other side of the map to go ahead and do a little bit of a early scout. I would not be surprised if he's already walled off the top of his ramp, seeing as he is Terrans. That's what they tend to do. It's a pretty good strategy, honestly. Not a bad idea by any means. We're gonna go ahead and try to expand early, regardless, unless I can tell he's like rushing me. Like, I don't know. I got the nuke rush that one time. That was probably the most brutal I've had happen. Okay, instead of going ahead and building a zealot, we're going to build our expansion first. There we go. And send you back to work. One, keep building units. As soon as we can, we want to actually open up a gateway. Not a gateway, what's that called? I'll look it up. And then I'll tell you what that building's called. It is called a cybernetics core. So, hopefully that goes according to plan. Okay, he went for a quick expand, just like me, so not a big deal. Not being rushed, nothing wild's happening. We should probably build a zealot or something to go just watch the front of the base. Excuse me. We have enough minerals, we can probably open up our second gas and get that going. This seems to be the thing that always caps me when I'm trying to build an army. It's like, not enough Vespane, and I'm like, but why? Okay, let's start sending workers to this mineral patch there. Okay, that's building a thing. Let's get warp gate tech going. Let's build a forge over here and another pylon. Keep building workers. Send those to there. Alright, you build a worker 2. Alright, what we want to do as soon as this forge finishes is actually build some static defenses out in front of my expansion just to go ahead and kind of ensure its life a little bit. Obviously it's not going to do a whole ton. We also want to go ahead and scout again at this point just to see what kind of army composition he has, or, you know, whatever. Well, he's walled off the top of the ramp as I suspected, but maybe he'll have an army sitting out there or something. Hopefully, anyway. Okay, that research is going. We've got enough minerals to build a little bit of a defense out front, so we're going to go ahead and do that right now. And a little shield generator. And it's always a good idea to get a second pylon, just because people do tend to go for the pylon kill rather than killing the cannons at the front of the base. Actually, not the best idea, because the pylons do have more health than... Okay, he's just got ground forces. Alrighty, that's fine. Anyway, like I was saying, the pylons do actually have more health than the cannons, so many times it would have been quicker for them to just kill the cannon. So he's got a lot of ground forces. That's going to mean marauders. That's going to mean a whole heck of a lot of marines. People who aren't necessarily the Protoss' best friend. So let's keep building workers, keep the expansion going. Make sure this thing keeps producing units. That upgrade's going pretty quickly. We've got a frontline defense that's decent. 2. I thought I had that controlled 2'd. Nope, I did not. Okay, that upgrade's going to be done in a second, so we'll just go ahead and convert that into a warp gate. We actually have enough resources now to expand again, but I'm a little bit nervous about that. I kind of feel like we need to get more of a standing army, and to that end, let's build a robotics facility. Keep building workers. Actually spend a little bit of my resources on a couple more static defenses out here. And then, of course, a pylon. Pylons never go wrong. Gateways, warping a stalker here. I still kind of don't know what his main army composition is. I'm really hoping he goes Mech Terran, which is something I do actually know how to counter at least decently. Alright, this is going to be my new Control 2 unit here so they can produce Immortals, which also counter Mech. And consequentially Marauders, which is a pretty common tactic for people to do. Let's go ahead and build a shield generator right there. Just at the back of the mineral line to help probe survival in the case of cheese. How's my little scout doing? Is he expanded? Let's go find out real quick. He is not expanded, and I don't see any weirdness going on, which is in of itself weird. I would expect some sort of army sitting out there. Oh, yeah, it's just... Okay, interesting. Let's try to take advantage of the fact that he doesn't know what I'm doing at all. Let's start mixing in some air units into this. Just mixing into the mix. Wow, wow, redundancies, so good. All right, keep building workers. Oh, we don't need more workers. Stop building workers. We are oversaturated and have more than enough resources to expand. Slash start working there. Warp in stalkers. You keep building. Let's actually build an observer. Never know when that's going to be useful.
You must construct additional pylons.
Additional pylons? What is this? Pylonsville? Anyway. Let's make sure our upgrades keep going too, because those upgrades can be quite valuable in the event of a skirmish. You know what I don't have, and I probably should have at this point, and that is a Twilight Council. Let's send this observer out there just to kind of watch the front line of his base. This place, it really is oversaturated, and I guess I don't have enough rolling right there. Send a couple workers down here to start distance mining this thing. Don't need them up here, really. Okay, but those building extended thermal lance. He doesn't know what I'm doing yet. If he did, he might be reacting dramatically. You never know. Did I start building one of these? I did, actually.
Mineral field depleted.
I am here in the shadows, evidently.
You must construct additional pylons.
Wow, my pylon problem is getting to be bigger than I would like it to be.
I am here in the shadows.
These are now Control 1, and we'll send units to that base, respectively. Okay, he's got some Marines. They're heading out somewhere. Oh, no. They could just see my observer because it was close enough to the tower to see. Let's rebuild that observer then while we're at it. As far as I can tell, though, he just has ground units, which is fine with me, I guess. I mean, I guess that would be a good sign to build some Templar archives and get some storm going just to drop down on them, and hopefully they just fail. Let's make this Control 3, and we'll start mixing in a few air units. Nothing too fancy, really. It's just we have the resources to be doing this, so I don't see any reason why not. Keep building workers to go down there, and let's get the gas going as well, because, as I said, that is what normally handicaps me.
Upgrade complete.
And one right there. Warp in more stalkers.
Enough minerals.
Not enough minerals. That's a good thing to hear. Haven't heard that in a second.
Research complete.
Which research is complete specifically? Because if it's not the research that's complete that I want it to be, then, well... Alright, so the reason for the High Templar is they can drop down the psionic storm. And what I'm kind of thinking about doing, and is kind of a bit of fun, is we're going to build a mothership. I'm not going to go mass air or anything, you know, nothing fancy, just a little bit. More Vespian gas, please. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll do that. Let's build another immortal. Additional pylons? My goodness, how many pylons does a guy even need? More pylons. Okay, you're gonna come scouting. You're gonna sit right there. He's probably expanded by now. If he hasn't, then I would be surprised. Let's go just check all these different bases just to see where he's at. And if he has an extraneous expansion that I can go nuke down real quick or something. I really would like to know what the bulk of his army looks like, because I just don't at this point. I'm going to start warping in a mothership as soon as we have enough pylons. Did I start the construction of pylons, actually? I don't think I did. Well, that was dumb, wasn't it, Slade? Yeah, kind of. It does allow me to get all these fancy units upgraded. Okay, there's the expansion there. It's mostly ground, which is fine with me. Let's build a Tempest or something. Okay, so he does have his second expansion there. Looks like he's really nervous about me using stealth units, which is funny because that's not at all what I'm doing. Well, not much anyway. We're going to put the mothership out, but that's mostly just for kicks. Honestly. Movement speed of warp prisms, whatever, yada yada yada. You are going to go stand in the middle of the map and just be kind of an annoyance. We're about to max out supply, which is a concern, actually. A couple Tempests wouldn't be a problem because they can actually outrange the towers that he's putting up everywhere. First thing we were going to nuke is his expansion there. It's just funny because I'm building this really mixed army, really, that can mostly outrange planetary fortresses, which makes me quite happy. Let's keep that chrono boosted. Mineral field's depleted, and we've got a lot of money, so let's build a couple Nexi. Actually, I'll come here and build Nexus there. And then a couple of them around. 2, 3, 4. This place is probably massively overdone. Let's go have them start over here. Did I build... I know it's in there somewhere. I remember hitting the button to build it. Additional pylons. Man, that's what you always say, game. Okay.
You must construct additional pylons.
Additional pylons, man. I've never been so supply blocked in my life. It hurts us. I really wish I knew what he had for an army, but I don't know yet. Did he expand here? He did. He's doing the same thing I am. He's like, I've got too many resources. Let's expand everywhere. Whoa, hello, Raven Fleet. Fleet of Ravens. He's really nervous about, Man, I should be going mass air. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and switch to mass air at this point, and when my army dies, we can just like start pumping out void rays. Doesn't that sound fantastic? Didn't I queue that guy up to go do those things? I would like to have those on a command queue before I leave. Okay, you're gonna come down here and build Tempest. Which means we should probably start getting our air upgrades ready. Shields, warping some Tempests.
Mineral field depleted.
2, I guess let's build some more Immortals. Yeah, this is really weird. His design here is definitely like, we're gonna expand the crap out of everything. We are at maximum supply! I think that is called victory, my friends. Victory. You know what we're gonna do about this?
Defense systems failing.
Well, he was right to be worried about stealth, I guess, because I did end up bringing in... I don't really care about that. Thank you. Control 2. Start building void rays in mass, please.
You require more Vespene gas.
2. Building those. Let's make sure we are chrono boosting out upgrades. Yep. Good, good. Let's make sure... No, you're not part of 1. You need to be building workers. And you need to be building workers. And you need to be not working there anymore. Build Void Rays. Why are all my units red? That's what I wonder. We're gonna try to charge into the main base with this little army. Have to go there. To keep building. Let's build some carriers, actually. Let's rebuild our mothership. Those are actually quite valuable. More Vespene gas, really? Man, I thought I had like unlimited Vespene gas. Mass Raven. Interesting. No, don't die to it. Oh, and my guys are over here doing damage.
Base crystal charge.
So I thought of how to counter this problem we're running into here. The Ravens are actually quite good. It's a problem, right? And the answer is, first of all, we need Vespene. And it's absurd that we don't have it. Let's send a bunch of my workers out here to mine. But the answer is, if we build carriers, his little auto turrets won't know what to attack, and that's hilarious. So my push kind of succeeded, kind of not. It definitely threw a kink in his plan, I think. Mineral fields all depleted. Yeah, I expected that to be failing soon. Send out here to work there.
We meet the enemy in glorious battle.
We meet the enemy in glorious battle.
Depleted.
Wow, all the auto turrets. My goodness. Aren't you cute? Do I have enough minerals to rebuild my mothership, actually? Let's go ahead and do that if we can. So he destroyed my little expansion there, which is a little bit of a bummer, but you know, whatever. Gravitod Catapult would probably be a good upgrade to get. Man, that was actually a great push, but just didn't have quite enough oomph to it, you know? So, weird mix. We're gonna do a Zealot's carrier push, maybe. Why not, right? It can only hurt. Mineral field depleted. Gas. Oh, I never transferred workers to that. I'm like, why don't I have... Like, why is my Vespene suffering so badly? And I'm like, oh, right. I need to be mining it to get it. Random thought. Also, what are you guys doing? Just chilling? Chillaxing? Cool.
Mineral field depleted. Your probes are under attack.
Excuse you? The fun thing is, he's gonna do that. And he's gonna wreck a lot of my economy. What he doesn't know is that that sucks for me a lot. He might not know that that sucks a lot. He never know. Why are you scanning, bro? It's not doing you any good right now. Okay, let's
Warriors have engaged the
transmit a
enemy.
bunch of these guys up there. That's what I get for being a non-microing Terran. Man, those things hurt a lot. I don't understand why they hurt so bad. I don't understand how it's working for him so good. Maybe I just need to build phoenixes en masse or something dumb like that. Well, it was a good try, wasn't it?
Carrier has arrived.
Got so many lazy workers I could be out here mining, you know. Kind of feels dumb to not be.
Carrier has arrived. Mineral field depleted.
Man, this is like as late of a game as I've ever been in, I think. Man. Excuse you, why do you have expansions freaking everywhere, Hobo? I think that's why he's gonna win, is because he's just been massively expanding this entire time. And he can replenish his crazy little army. Air weapons upgrade, get that going.
We are ready. My life for iron. Na Azum.
What's going on? Why are they glitching out so weird? Wow, okay. I don't understand how ravens work. That much is freaking clear, isn't it?
You require
More Vespene gas.
Time for battle. Justice be. My life for iron. My life for iron.
Yes, he scanned me, so he knows for sure that he can beat the crap out of me. Right now, if he wanted to. Wouldn't even be hard. It'd be easy.
Vespene gas.
I do require more Vespene gas.
Successful.
You know why?
Mineral field depleted.
Because he's a punk. I needed that push to be good. And it just wasn't.
The stars. On the wings of justice. For honor. Tell them your probes are under attack.
Yeah, I know.
Mineral upgrade complete. Your probes are under attack. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
What is that? I've never seen that ability used before. That is like beyond my comprehension.
Require Vespene gas.
Never seen a mass raven before. That's kind of wild, actually. I'm like almost a little bit fascinated by this.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Time is now. To victory. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field. My life for
I need to destroy his raven armies somehow, you know.
mineral field depleted.
Not really sure how to do that, but you know.
Victory.
I keep thinking, you know, maybe this'll work. Maybe this other thing will work.
The call.
So far, it's not going so well. Not going well at all. I think I got 5 active workers right now. 16 lazy ones if I could find them all.
We are ready. Teleport successful. I am eager to strike. Engaging the enemy. Base is under attack. Strike. Barrier has arrived. I soar to victory. On the wings of justice.
Get away from that garbage, guys.
Our pylon is
It's the only solution I can think of, is just get away from their garbage.
our honor. Understood. On the wings of justice. I stalk through the stars.
Yeah, this is pretty much a game, I think. I've got no resources, no income, and that's pretty much the last of my army. Man, I've never seen that ability before from a Raven. I didn't even know they could disable other units like that. Oh well, that's pretty cool. Let's just call it a good game right there. Oh, what? Oh, it happened again. Someone surrendered after I said GG because they needed to leave or something. Okay, fine. I'll take that victory unearned. Oh, that's great. I don't know why they would do that. That's absurd. Victory. Score screen. So let's look at the graphs as per usual just to see how much he had me beaten. Like, well, actually, my army value was pretty good up to that point. It's just his ravens were too much for me to deal with. And I'm wondering if I shouldn't have built more High Templar and used the feedback ability to just nuke his energy out of existence so he couldn't do that. Oh, I didn't even see it coming. Even though I scouted, I never saw his army, which was actually incredibly clever of him. Most people put their army right out front, like, here, this is what I have, you know? Especially at my level of play. And he's in his placement matches, too. Funny that he left. Weird. I think, oh, if he's doing his placement, maybe he intentionally quit out just so that he could get placed at a lower league. It's kind of lame when people do that, but there you go. Weird. Weird. Gold 3, huh? 2904. I did not earn that victory by any means, but that was something. Actually wasn't that far behind him in army value for a long time there. It was pretty intense, I think, and the resource collection rate's going to show it. Yeah, pretty much he expanded to his third before I did and just stayed ahead of me in resource collection, except for that one little piece of time right there. And other than that, pretty much just wrecked me. Okay, yeah, weird victory. Doesn't feel satisfying at all. Let's throw you on break and we'll be back in a second when we match up. I'll see you in a second.
Hearth Tender, this is your right to conduct. We have placed you in the body of a recently deceased world. A matriarch who we are given to care for and instructed to lay to rest. My role here, like yours, is to uncover the story of each body we pass through to help them rest. And those are not supposed to be.
Alrighty, welcome back. A little bit of PvP today on Backwater LE. I don't know how I feel about this map. Never have had great success on it or any great love for it. I just want to remind you all real quick, if you are new to the stream or returning, go ahead and throw a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already. It really does help bring more people in to watch some Starcraft 2, which I think is a very good thing, which makes sense because it's my channel. But that's okay, because I like you guys, and if you like me, then that's you know, mutually beneficial to have more people watching the channel. That's all. Yeah. We're gonna go ahead and hope that I don't get cannon rushed. Always a possibility. I forgot the GLHF. There we go. GLHF. I'm not rushing you. It's fine. This is all very cordial. Drop the assimilator down there. Very happy. You are going to come out here and build me a pylon right there, then go scout his base with wood. Keep building probes. Probes are good. Probes are happiness. Oh, yeah, return your minerals and run over there. What should we build after this, though? A lot of times recently I've been going Forge first, but I don't think it's necessary, and I think it might be better to just get the army out quicker. And after this we're going to save up for the expansion, of course. Excepting the probes I'll be building continually, because I think that's important. In fact, let's go ahead and send our probe down there to go ahead and get ready to build the expansion. Okay, he's going with a 4-gate strategy, and we need to get defensive really, really quick. We need to get defensive really, really quick. In fact, we're going to go ahead and just cancel my plans to build any kind of secondary base, because the 4-gate can be very, very hard to defend against. It gives him a lot of units really quick. Let's research that. Let's hope our forge gets up in time. We're going to build 3 pylons here, and a battery charger for each one. I know he's coming from with a 4-gate. That is what that looks like. Every definition of that. Stop spending on other things. I need to defend. It's actually an older strategy that I'm kind of familiar with, so it's funny to see it at this point, and I'm wondering if the push isn't already coming.
My meditation is over.
We need to keep getting ready for it too, because man, 4-gate is quite the thing to deal with. Yeah, there's coming in right now. Ghosts. Ah, okay, guys. Leave us alone. We're just little probes. Come down here and be defended. Man, I do not know how to deal with this issue, because this is a big, big issue. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I have no idea. Because, like, I have to do this, you know, but he just shut down my production entirely. So, like, what do I even do? I think I've just lost to a 4-gate, which is a very old strategy and kind of a rushy thing. Oh well, if we get enough minerals together, we can build a pylon right there. Lovely, huh? Makes sense.
I am here in the shadows. I am the voice. Base is under attack.
Yeah, there's not really any coming back from that. Man, I saw the aggression coming. I did not have the chance to get my act together in time for that. Oh, it's too much to deal with. Too much to deal with. I almost wonder if I shouldn't go back and watch this person's play, because that's... Behind that push, they can get caught up on resources and everything, like, so easy. I think I will do that later. Go ahead and rewatch that. You know what? Y'all are on stream to watch some StarCraft. Let's go watch that from his perspective. Backward LE, watch solo. Because I am curious about their build order and like, did he scout at all? I didn't see a scout. We're gonna watch from Vera's perspective. A little bit sped up, so this might get a little bit nauseating if you're susceptible to motion sickness. No, his screen is barely moving. He's not scouting or anything. He just went with the build because he hoped it would work. Man, if I had done literally anything but what I did, dedicating so much to building resources, because he's not building... let's go ahead and pause and check out his production tab. Production. Yeah, this really is kind of a rush, because if it doesn't work, then you've dedicated so many resources. But if it does, you win. You know. I almost consider it to be a little bit more of a legitimate rush, though, because you're not entirely going with an all-in. You know, you're not sending your entire probe army with it or anything. You're just kind of hoping that it'll work. Once I saw this, what I should have done is walled off at the top of my ramp, because I was already ahead in economy, and having a wall off up there would have been more than sufficient to keep him out and just been fine. Anyway, back to this. So yeah, he is building units, still staring at his base.
Glory to the Daylong.
How many did he go with? Because it seemed like it was more than enough to make a mess of things, you know?
Glorious combat is upon us.
Oh man, I tried to hide my probes, but I just wasn't fast enough. Yeah, then there was nothing I could do, really. Was pretty much over after they got in. But what was he doing in the meantime? Was he... He wasn't really probing up. It was, weird. Okay, that's very strange. I wonder... Name panel, army supply, units... Units. So yeah, they only had 15 probes total, which means that behind this push, there was nothing. They might have been planning to put some, cannons down at the front of my base. What's funny is they left my base before I surrendered, so if I had been clever, I could have just stayed in the game and they would have been out of my base, walled off, and tried to recover, but yeah, it probably would have been lost anyway. Interesting. Well, that being said, let's get back out of this, do one more game, and call it a day. Quit replay. I would like to win one legitimately today. I mean, I'll take my weird little surrender win earlier. Ooh, not co-op, excuse me. Anyway, let's go put you on break, and we'll be back in just a minute. Just stick around.
I was once asked, what happens to a world when she dies? Does she find peace? Does she meet all of those that she loved? And what of her enemies and friends? Do they outlive her, or does she end them? I know the truth now. That at the end, it is not over, not for all. There are ghosts of the unsettled and stories that must be told. Disembodied, the souls of her enemies and friends must be found.
Welcome back. Yeah, so another match of PvP. I'm going against a guy named Supremlels. Don't know how to pronounce that name. It's fine. On Acid Planet LE. I don't know that I remember playing on this map. I probably have, but I just don't remember it really. Maybe this was the map. Yeah, no, this was the map we played earlier against the Terran who GG'd out for some reason. Or just surrendered. Good luck, have fun. But we're going against another Protoss, and I'm wondering if I couldn't just... Oh, I've already built workers. That is, like, beyond the 3-gate strategy. Maybe a little bit more of a sustained 3-gate, maybe? I don't know. Build that. Build one more worker. We're gonna try their strategy, just because it looked kind of interesting to me. We do need the Vespane, that's right. They did use the Vespane for one reason, and that was that they were able to warp in their units rather than anything else. Stop spending money on other things, Slade. Stop it. Just stop it. It's a rush, okay? Don't be silly. You could probably build another pylon or something. Hey, look, a probe. Go ahead and follow that around if you would. If he goes into my mineral line, I'm just gonna kill it. Get out of my base. I don't want you in here. Come back here. I'm just gonna follow him around. Kill that thing, please. Get out of my base, you little punk face. No, it's a freaking probe, and I can't catch it with my other probes. It's driving me crazy. I don't even know what to do. I'm just, like, frozen with indecision staring at this thing. It's like huge distraction. Okay, Slade, start ignoring that thing. Holy crap. Just leave my base, if you would, please. I'm done. There we go. Killed the freaking probe eventually.
The firstborn shall persevere.
Warping some adepts. Yeah, no, this is not a rush anymore. This is just dumb. Blech. Blech. That's all I have to say. Not happy. Maybe we can start building some probes or something and try to get back in this. Just warping some adepts.
Glory to the Daylom.
You know what, we're gonna go build a pylon near his base, just right down there, and come back to work. Keep building workers, it's fine, whatever. Just the most relaxed harass push ever. It's fine. It's okay. Oh well. That's what I get for trying a new strategy. Oh hey Zach, what's up, man? Sorry you missed the notification. Yeah, we've been going for a little bit. We had someone surrender when I GG'd again, so that was pretty strange. And then I lost my last match to a Adept Rush, which, you know, now I'm trying to do, but, you know, I'm questionably good at these kind of things. Questionably good. Let's see here. How soon will that be ready? Okay, one, keep building workers. Warp gates. Warping those three. So if this one, these are the new coordinates to send workers today.
Give us your command.
Hopefully we can figure out how to use these units effectively. We haven't really scouted what they're up to, which makes me very nervous. I feel completely blind.
Yes, Executor. We serve right. Let your will be done. Let your will be eradication.
GG. No, don't GG yet. GG! It worked! The weird kind of halvesy rush that I was really bad at putting together worked! And I'm wondering if maybe I can't do a little bit more harassment like that in the future. I am allergic to cheese, like an itchy throat already, you know? Ugh. Shouldn't do that again. But I think I can kind of adapt something from this. Because this early aggression did do a lot, and I mean, they just surrendered straight up when I got into their base. Weird. Weird, 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 weird. So, I think, lesson learned, use adepts more often. They're pretty good. They can sneak into enemy bases with their little ghost ability, you know? Shoot, that was a quick match. I mean, I was actually ahead in most things. Not resource collection rate, obviously, because I didn't build workers for a second there. Interesting. Interesting. Even with all the workers I killed, he still had more workers active at the end there. Weird. You know what, let's do one... I feel like I'm pushing it with one more game. Let's call it for today, guys. That'll be fine. And I'll be back tomorrow with some more Starcraft games, probably around 5 or 6 o'clock Mountain Daylight Time in the US. If you've been watching this time and you're new to the stream, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit the like button on the video. It really does help to bring in more views, even as I would like to call it post-mortem after the stream is done and I've posted it as a VOD. Those likes do help quite a bit. So go ahead and throw that down there, and I will see you all next time.